Cousin, poor Will Smith, honey. Poor Will Smith is laid out up at Bellevue because of his Jezebel wife. Now, I know some of y'all gonna get in your feelings, but let me tell you, that Jada, she's a Jezebel. I'm trying to tell y'all, but you know what? I don't feel sorry. I don't feel sorry for these men, Will Smith, Devon Franklin, that marry these women. Y'all marry these street women, these Proverbs chapter 7 women, and trying to turn them into virtuous women. No, 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 no. That is who they are. Girl, now Jada, the Jezebel, is coming out and saying she didn't even want to get married. So why did you get married? And why are you staying in this marriage, destroying this man's life? And you know what the Lord just brought to me right now, just as I was fixing my books up there? You know, there's a scripture that says a whorish woman, okay, a hoish woman will bring a king's down to a piece of bread. And so, you know what, y'all brothers out here that keep marrying these girls, these a street woman trying to turn them into virtuous woman, this is your problem. I don't feel sorry for you because there's a lots of nice, clean, good, virtuous women out here you could marry. But no, y'all want to go marry the Jadas of this world and the Megans of this world who don't want to get married, don't want to have kids, ain't trying to be no virtuous woman, ain't trying to be no wife, ain't trying to turn them into wife because y'all have these savior complex. So you know what? Y'all go ahead and buy yourself. I don't feel sorry for you. I just feel sorry for poor Will, just one little bit, because you know he's banned from the academy for 10 years. And you know what? That's what the Bible says, honey. Okay, Jezebels destroy your lives. I hope the brothers, I know a couple of y'all emailing me to give you more content for the men, but I hope you brothers are learning from these situations. Because you know, rumor has it that Megan cheated on Devon. I'm gonna come back and talk about that. That's what the newspapers say. I'm not saying this is what happened, but I'm gonna come back and talk about it. And then I'm gonna come back and talk about why I think he really is divorcing her. But anyways, this is what y'all get. I hope you guys are learning. I'm saving all these stories to talk to my son about. You cannot, brothers, the same way I'm over here yelling and screaming to the sisters that they cannot marry Dusties and potentials and turn them into good husbands, is the same way, brothers, you cannot marry these street girls and trying to turn them into virtuous women. That is not who they are. In their heart of hearts, that's not who they are. So you have to leave them to the streets. You have to leave them to the streets. Everybody's talking about how Megan left the preacher to go be with this. That's who she is. She only got with the preacher to get out of the abusive relationship she was and lied and say, God see. You ain't even say. You ain't even confess Jesus, but Jesus is going to tell you one of his servants is your husband. And the fool, Devon, he's just such an idiot, was probably listening to his ding-a-ling. But anyways, how y'all doing? It's Saturday, girl. It's Saturday. I've been up, spring. I'm still decorating for spring and cleaning for spring and stuff. And so, but I said, let me just jump on here because I didn't come on yesterday to talk to y'all. But I just have so much stuff to talk. I just put my head thing down here. I just have so much stuff to talk to you, but I just wanted to come talk about Will and how the brothers, y'all need to be learning from this. Y'all need to, the woman is even talking about how small her husband's dingling is, how shameful that is. I'll talk about he can't lay her out. Don't nobody need to know your business. Talk to my, but Lace, let me tell you what my daddy told me. You better pay attention to, down there. If you don't see nothing, well, when y'all dating, child, when he going up the stairs, coming down the stairs, make sure you're looking. But anyways, I love y'all. I want to thank you for your love and support. Thank you for those comments on the videos. Thank you for my new patrons. Listen, those of you, oh my God, Sajid, you're such a blessing. Oh my God, I love you. Oh my God, this is the word, Sajid. Preach the word because I don't see you in my Patreon. Join my Patreon. This is where you're able to support me on a monthly basis. And you get books, girl. You get the books when they come out. I send the books to you. And when the new books come out, or you tell me which book you want, and I'll have my virtual assistant to drop it in the mail for you. And in my new book, How to Read the Bible, a lot of people said they're having problems finding it. So I have to go back in my analytics and see what's going on back there in KDP, and maybe I did something wrong that y'all can't find it. But anyways, I thank you. I love you. I missed you guys yesterday. Baby dad came home, so I got to spend some time with him, So I didn't have time to come talk to y'all yesterday. But I miss you guys. I'm gonna try to give you a couple of videos today because I didn't see you guys yesterday. Be sure to check out my Allegedly Janice and my Bible study channel. I have to get back over there. And of course, my financial channel. Lots of stuff going on I want to talk about in the finances. I got my financial record, child. Ooh, it's a lot of money lost. But you know what? That's okay. Okay. Stock market is like Jesus. They always come through for you. So, yes, honey, poor Will is banned from the Oscars for 10 years for slapping Chris Rock. Now, personally, I think that's too much. Okay. I think 10 years is too much. Will Smith formally resigned from the Academy a week ago, saying he would accept any further consequences the board deems appropriate. Nearly 2 weeks after Will Smith hit Chris Rock on stage at the Oscars, the Academy of Motion Pictures Arts and Science has decided on a repercussion under its guidelines. Oh, they do have guidelines. Okay. On Friday, the Academy's Board of Governors met virtually to discuss the situation, ultimately determining that for a period of 10 years, from April 8, 2022, Mr. Smith shall not be permitted to attend any Academy events or programs in person or virtually, including but not limited to the Academy Awards, according to the letter sent by the Academy President David Rubin and CEO Dawn Hudson and obtained by People. During our telecast, we did not adequately address the situation in the room. For this, we are sorry. This was an opportunity for us to set an example for our guest viewers and our Academy family around the world, and we fell short, unprepared for the unprecedented they wrote. Addressing rock and hosts, Amy Schumer, Wanda Sykes, Regina Hall, Rubin, and Hudson wrote, "We want to express our deep gratitude to Mr. Rock for maintaining his composure under extraordinary circumstances. We also want to thank our hosts, nominees, presenters, and winners for their poise and grace during our telecast." So he gonna be 63 before he can come back. This action we are taking today in response to Will Smith behavior is a step forward toward a larger goal of protecting the safety of our performers and guests and restoring trust in the Academy. We also hope this can begin a time of healing and restoration for all involved and impacted. Smith 53 said in a statement via his rep, "I accept and respect the Academy decision. The meeting was originally set for April 18, but was pushed up to April 8th since Smith formally resigned from the Academy on April 1st. With expulsion of the table, Academy President David Rubin may move to expedite process for any possible sanctions, writing in a memo, "It is in the best interest of all involved for this to be handled in a timely fashion." Jezebels will drive you to do some crazy stuff. Okay, I'm not going to read it all. I really feel sorry for him. I really feel poor Ahab. Poor Ahab. Poor Ahab. Okay, Ahab was a week behind king. He was so weak. He was so weak. Okay, he was so weak. Oh my Lord, have mercy. And so then we are hearing that Miss Pinkett, she never wanted to get married. So why did you get married? Why are you wasting this man's life? Huh? And why did he marry her? If she didn't want to get married, y'all men forcing these women to marry you. And you know, a lot of men do this. A lot of men see the girl they want, who don't really want him, and drag him down the aisle. The same way women do the men. Okay. Jada Pinkett Smith never wanted to marry Will, cried at horrible wedding. Can you imagine? Huh? Can you imagine? Jada Pinkett Smith confessed to never wanted to get married to now husband Will Smith during an episode of Red Table. Jada Pinkett Smith confessed that she really didn't want to get married to Will Smith. In fact, the Matrix actress now on the roast and spit of Smith's infamous Oscar smackdown of Chris Rock and the Academy decision Friday to ban him from the ceremony for 10 years, admitted to crying down the freaking aisle before tying the knot with the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air star in New Year's Eve 1997. I was under so much pressure, being a young actress, being young, and I was like pregnant, and I just didn't want to do it. So why did you get pregnant? Why didn't you get pregnant? Why didn't he use condoms, and why didn't you use birth control? Mhm. Why? I just didn't know what to do, declared Pinkett 50 in a freshly unhewn Smith from her red table Facebook story. I never wanted to get married. In the clip from 2018, which was resurfaced amid renewed controversy around the lounge, entanglement with R&B singer August Alsina, 29, Pinkett Smith candidly recalls her mother, Adrienne, also known as Gammy, 6'8", forcing her and Smith to wed after she became pregnant with their first son together, Jada, now 23. So it's a shotgun wedding. Okay? She had a shotgun wedding. Mm-hmm. I really didn't want to get married, Pinkett said, stayed while seated around the circle table with her mom, as well as Smith, 53, and their daughter, Willow. We only got married because Gammy was crying. Chuckling Smith informed Willow. It was almost as if Gammy was like, you have to get married, so let's talk about the wedding. Yeah, that's a shotgun wedding. Said Pinkett Smith, prompting Banfield Norris to confess, I remember feeling very strongly and wanting you guys to be married. The grocery store mother was just 18 when she became pregnant with Pinkett Smith and briefly married her father. I do remember wanting you and Will to get married, but I don't remember your rejection of the idea of marriage. See, that Jada's a liar. I remember the rejection of the idea of wedding, but not of a marriage. Pinkett Smith then recalled being browbeaten into big day submission. And now Gammy done gone to Will crying about, I don't want a wedding, and now I'm being forced to have a wedding. She said, I just wanted it to be the two of us on the mountain because I was like, this is a serious business. Jada and Will married at the Gothic-style castle suburban of her hometown, Baltimore, and despite their picturesque venue, Pinkett Smith and her mom both acknowledged that it was less than stellar. Child. The wedding was horrible. Gammy can say it was a mess. Jada was sick. She was very unpleasant. She didn't cooperate with anything. Laughing, Pinkett Smith agreed, saying, and I was so sad that I had to go have a wedding. I was so pissed. I went crying down the freaking aisle. I cried the whole way down. No, ma'am, I wouldn't have married her. Conversely, Smith, not that I believe, I'd marry a woman. I'm just saying, if I was Will Smith, I wouldn't have married her. Let me just go ahead and correct that. Conversely, Smith, who in March earned his first Oscar for a masterful portrayal of Vina, and this is what you're going to do, slap the people, Will, you should be ashamed. There wasn't a day in my life that I wanted anything other than being married and having a big family, he said during the episode from Little. So why did you marry the street girl that won't want to get married? From Litter Fires, I was picturing what my family would be. Why did you marry her, Will? See, this is what I'm talking about. You've always wanted to go get married, but you're wasting your time with a girl who don't want to get married. A street one of that. Lord, I plead the blood over my son every day. I plead the blood. Because Smith visceral aversion to their nuptials, notwithstanding she and Smith ultimately agreed that getting hitched was in fact the right call. Gammy apologized for failing to respect her daughter's protest about a wedding and for being selfish by insisting on a lavish ceremony, owning to the fact that Pinkett is only her only child. Okay, that's understandable. The re-emerge Red Table Talk show comes on the heels of more exact. I just can't. I can't with her. Okay. I just can't. I'm just disgusted. I can't no more. I can't. And now poor Will is laid out at the hospital. Poor Will is laid out up at Bellevue. I just, Will, that's your problem. This is what happened when you married these women. You should have read your Bible. I don't even know what his beliefs is. But the Bible talk a lot about these women. Sad, whorish woman will bring kings down to a piece of bread. Okay, here we go. Will Smith checks into luxury rehab clinic after Chris Rock slap and to get away from Jada Pinkett. Yeah, I would want to get away from her too. She a Jezebel. Lord help him, Lord help him. Will Smith, Chris Rock, and reports say Will Smith has checked into a luxury rehab clinic following the chaos he caused at the Oscar to please Jada Pinkett Smith. I pray Will Smith comes out free fine and as a better person who won't tolerate Jada Pinkett BS anymore. Let me tell you, honey, I don't know Will got a who around him, but he needs to get some new people because let me tell you, if that was the white man, he would have left the Oscars and went straight to the rehab clinic. Because that's what the white people do, girl. Everything they cry mental health, they go check in the mental health clinic. Will, it took you what, a week and a half to go check in? You should have left the Oscars and went straight up to Bellevue to check in and get you some mental health because your mental is stressed from your Jezebel wife. That's what you should have did. But I'm all for marriages staying together. And I'm all for couples working through their marriages, but I'm just saying, I don't think this one is workable. Somebody needs to sanction a divorce because he gonna drag you down in the dirt. She gonna drag you down. She gonna drag you down in the dirt. You need to go talk to a marriage counselor. Go ahead, Will, and divorce her. I'm sure there's lots of nice, virtuous women out there. And you know what I'm thinking? So it's all starting to make sense now because all these entanglements, this is all Jada. She even said, can you believe she even said he can't please her? Chat that the dingling is so tiny. That's why she had to go get the young stallion to put her back. Allegedly. It's just so shameful. But anyways, that's what y'all want. That's what you get. You should have been gotten you a praying woman. Okay, a virtuous woman. A woman who wanted to be married and have kids and have a family. Okay, a woman who I would encourage you and build you up. I can't help you with the little dingling. Okay, I feel sorry for the wives and the wives were crying. I feel, Lord, help him, Jesus. Make it work a miracle. I have to go, y'all. I love it. Listen, pick up my new book. Journals are coming soon. I think I'm gonna try to upload them again today. I got the new resize covers. These covers are giving me a hard time. But I love you. Let me know what you think. Bye.